Thank you.
Yeah, it's recording.
All right. So, wow, that is very fast. Now we are into April, and now we are doing a new topic for this month as well. And so far, Gerald, did you just send a homework to me?
What?
Did you send any homework to me?
I sent it like during the lesson or thing.
I mean, recently, do you have? No, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, never mind. So let's stop sharing something on the screen one more time. This one we done already, right? This one is done right now. We went through, right, Gerald?
Huh?
This one we went through already. Did we go through this? Have it? Do we?
Yeah, I think so.
Perspective, let me check because sometimes just to confirm again. Yeah. This one, yeah, sorry. Okay. All right. So this month we are talking about new topics. All right, Tianyu. So today is the 6th. Wow, very fast. So may I ask? Okay, Tianyu.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about culture and fashions. Where's Gerald? Okay, Gerald is here. So we're talking
Close the door.
Oh, no problem. Okay, we're talking about culture and fashions using the define again. We will want to emphasize more on define. So how do we know what is cultures and fashions? Oh, Honey is in. Yes, culture and fashion. Anyone can tell me? Culture and fashion.
You're asking what is culture and fashion?
That's right. What is culture and fashion?
Culture is something similar, like it's like each different culture have different things. Like Chinese culture, we eat Chinese food, and then also have like our own Chinese rules. Like you cannot
Chinese what? Chinese what again?
Chinese culture.
Chinese rule. RULE.
Yeah, something like your rules for like Chinese culture
Oh,
is that
okay.
you know your chopstick you cannot poke directly into the bowl and then like
Oh, you
stand
know about
upward.
this? You know about this? Oh, that's surprisingly good.
There's also some others that I need like thinking on the spot will be hard, but there's some
Hi,
others
John.
also.
Hello. Well done, Kenny. Well done.
What's the other one? Culture and what?
Culture and fashion.
Fashion, is it how you dress?
Okay, fashion is not necessarily how you see. People make mistaken. When you talk about fashions, you're talking about how the dress. It may not be necessarily dressing. It can be the accessory that you wear. You know, the jewelry. Correct. The Hello Arena, and also the way that you. Most of the time, people will associate fashion, like Gerald, to do with clothing, right? Hanling agree now. Yes, Arena, all of you agree. If you agree, thumbs up. But fashion can be kinds of like like your spectacle, your jewelries, your even some of your accessory that you wear or display on it. Okay, so Hanling, what do you understand by culture and fashions? Thanks, Daniel. Am I lagging? No, right? Can
Yeah, I can.
Okay, Hanling, what do you mean by culture and fashion?
If you're putting both words into one statement, then I would say it's like the type of clothing that a certain culture will wear based on their traditions and history.
I think you're okay because Hanling, you don't do social study, right?
I do social studies.
Okay, so then that will be easier. So you know now the social study, hi Arena. So the way we do things is a bit different. What I mean by that? In social study, we talk about the culture we have. That means different cultures. Okay, later we'll talk more about it. Okay. That's all, honey.
Yeah, that'll be all from me.
Okay, Gerald, what about you? What do I mean by culture and fashion? Back to
Can you
you.
repeat?
Okay, what is your definition and what is your understanding by culture and fashion? Then these two words here. In your own words. Sorry, what do you say? Sorry, Gerald. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, my mother was in the room.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Culture and fashion.
Yeah, I can't hear you. You mute the mic.
Culture is the way people do things differently because they live in different areas.
Carry on.
And
Until you say that's all.
fashion is just the way people dress. I don't know anything about fashion.
Okay. When people say, hey, Gerald, do you have fashion taste or not? Well, you don't have fashion taste. You know what's the latest fashions or what's the latest trends of the fashions? Have you heard of people saying this, right? Yeah, okay. We'll talk more about this for the next few lessons in this month. Hi, Arena. So what do you understand by culture and fashions? So Rex talk about culture and fashion is got to do with the way we dress, the way we present ourselves, the way we talk, the way we behave. Culture and fashion, according to Rex, is something that is part and parcel of our life. Back to you.
I think fashion, like, it shows who you are. It's like some people, they use fashion to express themselves. Like,
Very
for
true.
example, people who wear like all black, like goth, they probably like, I'm not gonna say emo, it's like.
You're lagging, my dear. I can't hear you. Lagging.
Oh.
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, one more time. What you say? All black. Did I hear you
Yeah.
say all blacks, wearing all blacks, right?
Those who wear black outfits, right? I mean, I'm not gonna say that they are like emo or like sad. Then, like,
I can't hear you really seriously. I think the guys will agree. Because only you say they wear blacks, that's all. Yeah, one more time.
okay, so like those
Better.
who wear black, for example, they might feel like they don't want people to notice them, but it's like black is like a neutral color, it's like very dark and stuff.
Not true, no. Imagine you go to a event or wedding or anything, everyone wearing so bright colors, suddenly you are the odd ones out wearing black. You might be outstanding, depends. Okay, carry on.
But like they probably think that black is like no feeling, like they don't want
Attention seeking.
attention. Yeah. Because maybe some people wear like bright color like red or white, but they choose to like,
But that is fashions, right? But we are talking about how the fashion can be part and integrated to culture. Agree? As part of it.
culture.
Like you see, wearing a tulung, wearing a sari, a sarong, correct now? Or wearing a kabaya, or Balinese people wearing that kind of clothing, right? So straight away you can tell different things. Yeah.
Oh, just respect.
Culture and fashion can be due to respect. Okay, good. Okay, let's go. Thank you for all the four of you, your very good inputs. In fact, all of you are correct about culture and fashions. But this topic is so wide, so huge, and it's so, I think it's like so many things to talk about it. So yeah, let's move on to what we want to do for today's lessons. Okay, so we need to know we are going to use this define, and you guys have defined. So it's not sports and property already, right? So it's culture and fashion. Okay, so explain. Okay, so this one we have to change already. Okay, so all have to change. I thought I changed, maybe that day I did not save it. When E itself, there will be an E. Give me a minute. Yes? Did someone call me?
No.
No. Oh, okay. All right, so let's go. We are going to talk about this define for the couple of lessons. We use the define. In fact, first of all, the four of you have give the definitions of what culture and fashions. You kind of give a bit of explanations that the reasons of culture and fashions, and you feel about culture and fashion because it's like trend, right? So different era, different regimes of different time zones, different century. We have different types of culture and fashions, right? Like maybe the Muslim is different, the way they dress, the Hindu, the Chinese, the Europeans, or even certain tribes in certain parts of the world. So how you get it? Like this is the example. We're going to talk more about it. This one can be under property, also fine. Okay, so identify the way, culture, and fashions. Is there a pros and cons about it and the notions? What is your belief about culture and fashions? So let me give you some ideas. Because this topic, children, we will definitely, if all of you are moving forward to O levels next year, I believe you will know that this is also part of social study and part of the social study in one of globalizations as well as diversity. You know, right, guys, we've talked about racial harmony, right? Ali, right? No, is it over already? The racial harmony?
No, it was International Friendship Day.
No, but racial harmony 过了没有? Over already.
That's in like July.
Racial harmony,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the way, you see. So your teacher will encourage you to dress right according to your culture, your value, traditional value, like things like that. I'm not sure you all do that. Okay, I think when you grow older, you can't be bothered at all, seriously. So, but why do we still in MOE we still emphasize this? Because we need to make sure all races and cultures are integrated through the use of fashion, displaying their traditional costumes to show that we are still preserving. So you see, identify the way of culture. We are still preserving. We still think that, okay, that's my notion, Gerald. I still think that culture and fashion is part and parcel of our life in Asians. You know, Singapore, we do not just like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, even Malaysia also have its own culture, or Indonesia, Philippines, which country again? Laos, okay, all these countries, they have their own, there have been hundreds of years history. The costumes have bring in the essence of their way of life. But Singapore is really a rojak, hybrid. We do not have our own uniqueness of which race or which cultures is supreme or better. In fact, all have bring their own culture through during the Sir Stamford Raffles time when they allowed people to come to Singapore. Hey, wait a minute, Uncle Raymond, that is history. Like, what can you do with our English here, or what we do in the future? As you know, right, you realize that recently, I think some of the Malay fashion designer, as well as, you know, Arena, you know, the one you're wearing the tulung now is so fashionable now, right? Or different colors and shapes, and the way they design to put the hijab, right, or the tulung in a very fast manner, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Right. So last time I know my sister-in-law, my nieces, not nephew, sorry, my nieces, and my sister-in-law, yeah, right. The way they wear, wow, take a while, you know, because you need to click. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But now with the fashion, the latest, they just simply put it in, and it's so convenient. And I heard it's very light. I heard it's very cooling, right? Correct, right? You see, so over the year, the fashion that makes the ladies in the Muslim to wear this hijab or this tulung in a very fashionable way. It's not like so boring, the color, like what you mentioned. Like, now very colorful. Seriously, my sister-in-law is very trendy, fashionable. He like to wear, you know, different colors. So then again, the notion is, do you believe that, okay, Arena, for your case, is you know, these kind of things, wearing all these are very sensitive. Do you think it's good to have a change now? Back to you, Arena. That means from last time, your grandmother, the way they dress the tulung, and now the way you dress. And maybe next time your daughter or your granddaughter maybe, wow, you know, different, maybe one suit, possible, right? It may be one suit, easier convenience, you see. And then of course, you know, right, you have to do like when you do prayer, right? You have to take out and do all these things, correct now. And then, you know, take some time. Sometimes now you know, right? Now today in Singapore is a very fast moving world. Now times is so precious. Now things like that moving very fast. Not like last time, you know, you stay in kampong, you can take your own sweet time do. But now you see, you do this, like now you say, Rina, you come back from your CCA, you makan, you break fast, you quickly have to change and attend the class. So lucky Zoom but if you go and walk to the center, you say, wow, you walk until you perspire, you hot, correct now. But then lucky again, you go to the aircon room, you feel good. But you know that hot and cold, you will get sick easily, right? So maybe, who knows, maybe you or your daughter, your granddaughter will design something that is very comfortable to wear. So the notion is, do you think it's good?
Okay, right.
I think you move your mic closer to your mouth, because I think it's too, thanks. Or you move your
Can you hear?
not much better.
Okay, so like talking about like wearing tudung like for the person is like very comfortable compared to the last times. Because like last time is like very niche.
Yeah, very native, very troublesome.
Yeah, then it come out.
No, lagging. Sorry.
Then like if they want to play sports,
Is it okay if you put your earpiece? I think your mic. You don't have earpiece, ah?
it cannot connect to the computer.
I can't hear you. No. Now suddenly,
Cannot connect.
Honey, can you hear? Can you? No, right? Not very clear. Seriously, so sorry. I don't want you to keep repeating. Not fair.
I type on.
You can talk, but I mean, maybe you have to force yourself a bit nearer to the mic, lah. I prefer you to talk because you know you got debate, ma. Correct, or not? How is your debate?
Yeah. It is better.
I really can't hear. So sorry.
It is better.
A bit better, but not so good. Still not so good. Okay, go.
The mic.
Where's the mic?
Yeah.
Now like this one better. Like you talk again.
Okay. So like if the woman wear tudung, then like they want to play sports, it's very troublesome like in the past. That's why like in the past some people don't play sports. Those who wear hijab. But
Yeah,
like
that's
now,
why. Agree, you miss out a lot of Olympic opportunity, huh?
yeah,
Especially
exactly.
the girls who playing soccer, is so, and then swimming as well. Maybe who knows? Some of the Muslim country, their swimmers are better. Cannot be every time China or USA or Canada or British or Singapore or Malaysia, right? Correct now, right? Must be fair. Carry on.
So now they created this tudung like this hijab that is very airy. Then like you just put it on. Then like, it's also waterproof and stuff.
Oh my goodness,
Then it's, like,
waterproof,
very easy,
which is very
Yeah.
good. I like this one. Yeah.
The waterproof one is like very good. Then like at first it's expensive, of course. Then suddenly a lot of people buy, so it's like expensive now.
I see.
But it is good. Yeah.
You see, thanks for you coming in. See, all of us has learned something from you, Hotenyu and Gerald, right? So now you know, you see, this is, they have went through this too long for more than a few hundred years. All right now, Arena. Yeah, for a few hundred years, and finally they transformed through these fashions in order to make it so suitable to wear in this modern society. Wow. Okay, your mic is the other side. I think you're a bit definitely much better than the one you're moving. The mic is supposed to be these directions. Okay, thank you, Arena, for sharing this. And I think now you see, even the Malays, the Muslim, not Malay, the Muslim also wear the what you call this, what you call the Malay, the guys who wearing the suddenly I lost the word. Songkok, yes. They also changed a lot, no? Seriously, last year I went to Geylang Serai. I was selling the goodies in during Hari Raya Puasa. I went into the shop, I look at the songkok and the dress is, oh my goodness, it's so trendy and so vibrant and so comfortable. Correct or not? Yeah. I think it's that's it. I think these topics are very useful for you. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Thanks for sharing. Okay, now last week, y'all thank you so much, Gerald, Tianyu, and Hanling. Arena, in fact, you won't miss anything. Rex also got this one. It's like you're taking one of these words here. Okay, guys, I would like you to use one more time. Tianyu, Gerald, Hanling, and Arena. Addition, you put that equal to one of the words. Choose one of the word one more time. Sequence, choose one of the word one more time. Consequences, choose one of the word one more time, and contrast as well. Let's go.
Can we just use the one from last time?
No. Brother, change that. Learn more thing, ma. Correct now, okay?
Noted.
Thank you. I remember you had a homework, right? Did you?
Yeah, I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Oh my goodness, so sorry. That's my fault. I downloaded into I think to my PC, but I forgot the mark. So sorry.
I see my answer first.
I'm sorry.
I see my answer first.
Huh? I'm so sorry. You took this time. It's not lagging. You talk too fast. I can't get you. It's not lagging. What did you say?
I said my answer. Okay.
You send your answer. No need to send my answer. I say addition. Which one you are choosing, Amina?
I'm doing in addition to.
In addition to leave it there. Leave it on the piece of paper first. Don't tell me. No need to send to me. How about sequence?
Okay.
How about sequence? That's what Rex was doing. Okay, Rex was doing right on the piece of paper first. Okay, what is sequence? Choose one. Rex, choose this one in the first stage and phrase. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, done. Gerald, done with it?
No.
You choose one, choose one. Later we got certainty.
Choose one from each.
Yes, sir. But don't repeat the last week one. Don't repeat, change, change. Because we got new things to do. That is one way to practice during Zoom. Okay? By rights, those of you face-to-face one, you have to write the essay out on that. But so later we have to type later. Once you're done, just show the thumbs up, okay? Thanks. Okay, continue. Have you chosen all the words there? Addition, sequence,
Wait, haven't yet.
consequences, and contrast.
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you. Can you, how about Han Ling and Gerald and Arina? Shinama, have you chosen?
Well, we have to send the fall, bro.
No, one more, some more. We got certainty of condition. You see, we still got more coming out. Okay, so don't mind. Okay, done already. So I move up. Gerald, can I move up?
Wait, no, don't, haven't yet.
Just choose one. If you are consequences, you can choose as a result, but you must put that consequences equal to as a result. So contrast equal to however, That's why
I thought you said write down.
Yeah, write down, correct.
Like
Write
sentence. No.
No, don't write sentence first. You just copy, just choose, because I'm going to move up my slide already. You don't make sentences. You do not make sentences. It's just like, for example, if you have addition, you just put equal to let's say what the hell am I doing? Like that. Okay, that's all really. Okay, that's all. So you don't take so long one, no need, just a very short one. Can? All right, thanks. So just one, so no need to make sentence. I don't want you to form any sentences now. No. Okay, let's go certainties and conditions. Same thing, certainty. Choose one. If you want to choose, obviously, you put that equal. You put the word, not the word now. What am I talking about? You choose, you put that equal. Sorry, here equal. Then you put that, you put the word here. Okay. Thank you. Then condition, same thing. Example, reason. So choose one at each. Follow my instruction first. You no need to write any sentence. Okay, done.
No.
Honey,
Wait, job not done. Job not done. Job not done.
huh?
I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, today you're on time. Today no CCA.
Oh, CC is on Friday.
Oh, I see. Hey, that means tomorrow no CCA now?
I mean, yeah, tomorrow no CC. We all school Friday. No school.
Yeah. Hey guys, Gerald, you received my pop-in voucher.
Oh yeah, we got that. We got that.
Yeah, Gerald, you got it right, Gerald? Hey,
They
wait.
sent through email.
Oh my goodness, sorry, you do not have WhatsApp, huh? Ay,
I think I gave you my number.
you give me your number before, right?
Yeah.
I think did I send you? Yeah, I don't have your number. Yes, I don't have your number. I don't have your number. No, I don't have your number. Oh, okay, I saw your. Okay, I will do it now. 948. Okay, done. All select one of each. So I move on. So your job later will do something. I'll tell you what to do. Now, in order to write a good essay, be it argumentative, expository, or explanatory, or descriptive, or narrative, anything. Okay, any or reflective essay or what a discursive essay. Please, the best is 5 paragraphs. I repeat, 5 paragraphs. As you can see, all these words are taken from the website. It's not by Uncle Raymond's, but yeah, I mean, I can just add in a few more to it. Now there are more coming out of these for the next few lessons. There are more of these kind of things. So Arena, the same, even though you are in the face-to-face or what, you will have all these later on, the same as Rex. So you will not miss out anything, I promise you. In fact, this month will be a lot of writings because next month, I believe your WA will be back to writing. So we have done enough comprehension already, Arena, so we are doing that. So for goodness sake, please, you can see this might be a bit small. You say paragraphing, minimum 3 paragraphs and maximum 8 paragraphs. They are maintained in logical order throughout. Okay, that's very important. So you see paragraph 1 is always the introductions. That's where you use the AIMS. The atmospheres, the interesting statements to start off. Okay, and then the which sentence is motivating you to create a suspense so that you have a good introductions, so that your readers will continue to read your paragraph 2, 3, 4, and finally your conclusions. Now, I have not given you the formula, Gerald, for conclusion yet. How to end. Now, I give you the formulas to do paragraph 1, which is the introductions, but then I have the conclusion as well. So give me some time to talk. So I need your input. That is the reason why you need to follow my instruction. With all these vocabulary for essay writing, all these additional consequences, contrast, certainty, conditions, definition, summary, example, reason, cause, and effects, times, and time to continue. All these will really help you to make from paragraph all the way to the last paragraph. So conclusion is actually you sum it up to make the arguments to look more convincing, more powerful, and to persuade the reader as well as the marker to give you enough marks and enough credit to show that your essay at the end of it is much more better than the rest of your classmates, or even better still, the whole entire cohort of your set 3. All right. So take note. Honestly, if you say 5 paragraphs, that's what they say. But I would prefer if you are doing argumentative, write down. It's always 3 versus 1. It's not 2 versus 1. You see,
No, we learned it differently in our school. It's 2 versus it's two and a half versus half.
oh, can you explain how is the half come about?
Okay. So do you know? Wait, do you teach OVR, opposing view and rebuttal?
That would be good. Opposing view, sometimes you have to put yourself into the person so that you are convincing. Yeah, I agree with you. Just like Arena, you know you are doing debate, right? So your opposition party said, do you think girls should go NS, for example? They say, yeah, I do agree. If let's say we are having an aging populations when there are not enough male, definitely I will support you. But now at this point of time, we are not at the stage yet that we need girls to go for army. You see, opposing view. So rebuttal back to that. Okay, Hanley. Thanks for that. Say Arena, you learned something, yes, back to you, honey.
Okay. The thing about OVR is that it's really confusing. Like you have to give a point in the, for example, you're writing, oh, deforestation is bad. You have to give a point where deforestation is good, and then use your points to rebut that deforestation is good, to prove your point that deforestation is bad.
For example, that's a quick one. Junk food is definitely bad, right? Junk food, but sometimes we need to have junk food because we are rushing for time. That's why it's called fast food. You see, I rebut back and support my ideas. I'm not sure whether you agree or not. Okay, honey, get me now. I know junk food is bad, but why we need to eat junk food? And why, if you say, hello, excuse me, if junk food is bad, why there are so many sprouting of mushroom everywhere in Singapore? Got Burger King, KFC. Why are there so many junk food? Because we are rushing for time. And time is so, because it's so critical, we cannot sit and relax meal because we are always on the run. Therefore, junk food may be good in certain area like this kind of situations. Yeah. So it's not easy, Arena, you heard that, But if you can do this OVR, well, you really have to do a lot of research and reading. Agree, Harley? You have to do it. And then when you sometimes when you do that, you agree with me that sometimes you're like, I don't know whether I'm arguing the right point or am I contradicting myself or am I confusing myself? Agree, Harley?
Yeah.
Don't worry. All you need to do is that when you are putting the statements there, if you know your stand is for, okay, that you are putting that against it, you have to make sure that the evidence that it supports will not contradict. If you are contradicting yourself, right? Please change another way of talking. Change another example. Okay? Don't fix to that one. Because if you think that this is not right, then either that, consult your teachers or consult Uncle Raymond or consult whoever or consult your friend. Sometimes your friend might look at different angles. Hey, maybe Gerald, maybe Tian Yu can help you. Hey, Hanling, I think this one actually okay. Why are you so skeptical? Can use one, no problem. Okay. So what else? 2.5. So
2.5 versus half, which is
this one actually they are preparing you for A level. To be honest, preparing you for A levels. Take note that I don't think most of the school do that. It's not easy, you see. It's not everybody cup of tea. Okay, but it's good for you. Can you type the word OVR for the rest to see as well? Your this one rebuttal. Thank you, Hanling. So Gerald, Tian Yu and Arena can use it, and also recorded in the Zoom as well if people want to look at it. So main idea one usually is 3 versus 1. 3, 4, 1 against or 3 against 1, 4. If you want to, because of time constraints or whatever reason, say, hey, Uncle, how? Not enough time now. I really run out of time because I spend too much time in my situation writing, in my editing. I think how? Advisable, okay, advisable still, like what Hanley said, maybe the third point you might write a 1, 2, 3 sentences liner to get the third paragraph. To get the third idea tree to make sure that you have enough evidence to support to go against the counter ideas. Okay, Hanley, are you typing for the class? Thank you. The OVR, thank you.
Oh, I sent it to Tian by accident. My bad.
Oh, thank you. No worry. All right. So these are all the magic words. And okay, same thing. I would like you to choose out of here another few more magic words. Now, let's go. So Tian Yu, Hanling, Gerald, and Arena, I want you to choose whatever you can see on the screen. Okay, please. Okay, write down, Arena. This is opposing view rebuttal is very strong, very good. And in fact, it will help you in your debates as well. All right, choose any of the three here, three. If you think you want to choose this one, you want to choose this one, you want to choose this one, just three only. Don't need to form sentences here, huh? Okay. Okay. Hale, done?
Are we meant to pick a word?
Yeah, 3 words here.
3 words only.
Yeah, 3 words. If you want to pick more, fine, fine. I don't stop you, sorry. You want to pick more than 3 is fine, but not too many. Huh? Later we're going to play a game. Okay, done? Gerald, choose already? Thank you. Arina? Arina, have you chosen the 3 words? Hello, Arina, are you there? Arina? Hanling, tell you, done already? 3 words. Hanling is not there. Hanling, are you there? Okay, let's move on to this. Arina, I think you are frozen, not moving. Your Wi-Fi is lagging, I think. Where is Hanling? Okay, let's go. Hanling, you're back.
I had to get something for my throat.
Okay. Have you choose the 3 words already?
Not yet.
Yeah, 3 words here. So what those of you who have done already, please consolidate, put it nicely on a foolscap paper. Wait for the next instruction. Huh?
Got it, got it.
Okay. So Arina, have you chosen the 3 words here? If you are done, please thumbs up to show that you are done. 3 words here. Okay, okay, move up. Arina, are you okay? Because I think maybe you're in the room that your door closed, that's why you got no Wi-Fi. Okay, let's move on. How culture is reflected in fashions. Can you please read to the class, please?
How culture is reflected in fashion. Clothing habits tend to differ from place to place, as every culture has unique clothing styles attributed to it. Apparel can also reflect the beliefs, customs, values, morals, economics, art, and technology of individuals and groups of people.
So apparel means the dress, the way they dress, the things that we have here, apparel. So by looking at this paragraph here, you can see that with this kind of clothing and habit, it change based on weather, based on the different countries, based on the origins of their birthplace. They say their belief makes fashions to be so different. So different race have their own different cultures. So what are some fashion cultures? So look here. In picture, you see this one. This one is the sari, yeah. It's from India. No, it's not India. These are the sari. But you see the kilts, Scotland. These are for the guys who wear this. Sorry, if you ask me to go to Scotland and wear this, sorry, I won't wear. Okay, I sure will not wear for this. Okay. And then this one, the Southern Germany or Austria, is not shown here in the picture. Okay, the Balinese temple dressing. Okay, you can see if I make it bigger. Okay. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely from Indonesia, the way they dress. Okay, and then this one is from Kenya. Similar to this Herero, women's Namibia. Also in one of the African country, you see the headgear, the fashion, you see why they are wearing this thing on over the head. Is it really going to block to the sun, the heat, or whatever it is, or is this part of the fashions? And then the Sami clothings. So these are some example, and the Bhutan. Okay, so these are some idea to give you that. By the look of their dress, you can tell a story from the way they dress. They come with a story behind of all these fashions. Okay. Gerald, fashion culture, please.
Fashion culture. Sociological studies of fashion culture relate the studies of fashion to two central sociological themes: social control and social change. Sociologists who have dealt with fashion as a mechanism of social control have focused their attention on the relationship between fashion culture and custom. To what extent fashion culture is orientated towards innovation, and to what extent is it a mechanism of convention. Fashion and consumer culture is about consumption, media representations of the fashion industry, consumer activism, social class, and conspicuous consumption.
Conspicuous consumption, please write down, Gerald. Can you, Arina and Hane? Arina, that day I asked Rex to copy down this word, conspicuous consumption. Please write down this word. It's very powerful. Have you heard of this word before, Hane?
Which one?
The one highlighted in yellow.
Conspicuous consumption. No, I have not heard of
It's
them.
very good. Okay, if you Google it, it means that people were always chasing for ostentatious, luxurious goods. It's just that Gerald, that means status lah. So imagine, Gerald, imagine you and your wife got married, then you stay in a landed property, okay? Then all your neighbors are all driving Mercedes, BMW, okay? But you just drive a normal, let's say Toyota. Then all the wife will wear expensive watches. But your wife maybe wear a sports watch, but pretty expensive as well, okay? And then all your neighbors, their children will go to all the enrichment classes, okay? And then your son or your daughter may go only 1 or 2 enrichment classes. And then all their house are full of, like, maybe their wife all carry expensive items, jewelry and bags. But your wife is very humble, she doesn't do all these things. So you look at it, it's like they are forced, then those people are competing one another. Okay, Arina? Conspicuous consumption, if you Google it, is a very powerful word. It's so powerful that nowadays they are going for materialistic chasing. That means you're asking for atas goods lah. Got until so much good and services. Like go to posh restaurant. Okay, tell you, are you paying attention? The posh restaurant, that means you're not paying attention.
I'm not playing Genshin, child.
You're paying
I
attention.
haven't even touched Genshin in a while.
No, I say, are you paying attention?
Oh.
Yeah. So you see, conspicuous consumption is like going to expensive place to eat, buying expensive goods, going to expensive holidays. Okay, in other words, Gerald, continue, Hane and Arina, show off lah. Just to show off their status. Okay. Sometime in life, no, nothing wrong. I mean, sometimes in life, like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, or even Jack Ma, sometimes one way or another, they will just show off certain of their items. Let's be honest, Arina, correct? Okay, it's nothing wrong to be showing off certain. Come on, if you are going for your next time, maybe after 15 years, Gerald, after 15 years, you have a class gathering, and then you see some of your friends, wow, doing very well, dressed very well, and you're also doing very well, but you're very humble, you don't show off. Maybe you show off your watch only, okay, for example, and a car. But your friend, wow, will tell you what they do. They go expensive holidays or cruise. 1 year go 4 times holidays. Not Batam or Sentosa, or Bintan. You're talking about very far away overseas trip. So tell you. So the same, your classmates also want to show off all these things. So get it, What did you Google it? Conspicuous consumption? Did you Google it? What did it say?
Still trying to give me like a few minutes.
No, this word is very useful because later on, Hanling, if you are doing econs in A level, okay, this word will come in a very important.
Oh, okay.
What does it mean? Can you read to the class, please?
Conspicuous consumption is the practice of purchasing goods or services to publicly display welfare and to cover basic needs. Description: the word conspicuous here means lavish or wasteful spending.
You see? Show off, like eat expensive food, then after that don't want to eat. Don't even need to tapao back. Carry on.
That's all. That's the full definition.
In fact, there are more. So please Google it. So take note of this word conspicuous consumption. Thank you, Gerald. Arina, can you read the next paragraph, please?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Fashion culture.
Fashion culture is not just imitating peers, but to be in fashion, capturing the mood and the fashion culture of the times. By appropriating fashion culture discourse, customers generate personalized fashion narratives that negotiate key existential tensions and that often express resistance to dominant fashion culture norms or consumer culture at large. From fashion culture and beauty culture to music and movies, youngsters have consumed and influenced what manufacturers, marketers, and retailers offered to them.
You realize that nowadays, look at, I'm not sure you buy things from Lazada or Taobao or even Shopee or you name it or Amazon's. Even they themselves also put in the different fashions, like buying a power bank or buying a tumbler or buying even some simple things. They will make it so fashionable and it's like making like in line with the cultures. And what you mentioned there is like influence with manufacturers. All these are like back to the word conspicuous consumptions. All these are capturing the moods, which is like want people to buy. And it's true, because nowadays with the online viewing, online seeing things, and online marketing it's become a trend that everyone will have to go in to take a look and see what is the latest fashions. The word discourse here is like the things that Arina talked about. It's something like a communication or debates that you need to talk about it, need to speak about it, need to talk in length, in details. So the word discourse, please take note of this word discourse. Okay, take note of this word discourse one more time. So it's like talking about the whole entire about whether NS, women, girls should go for NS. So this debate has been going on for many years, something like that. All right. Also, is like, for example, do we how old are we going to take back our CPF? Should we take back the lump sum or partial? This discourse has been talking, debate and communication and arguments has been going on. All right. Thank you. Hanling, your turn. 1 and 2, please.
Relationship between fashion culture and social stratification. Does fashion culture mirror the social structure, or does it represent an equalizing force? Is fashion culture an exclusionary discourse originated by the mainstream elite, or does it give voice to marginalized discourses? Functions, ideological meanings, and the rationale of the uniform in general, school uniform in particular. A group of research project provides an illustration of ideological critique through critical discourse analysis.
So wow, that means quite like very bombastic sentences. In summary, it's saying that do you think it's necessary that fashion cultures is only for those who are affordable, those who are affluent, those who are acceptable to the change, those who are so good that they must involve this to make themselves to be not just the elite, they'll be the very professional, very high class, very atas are like those, okay, atas is another very affluent, that means in a very high level status. Remember in the social study, we have lower status, middle status, and higher status, or super elite status, super rich people. As you know nowadays, China and India, there are a lot of multi-millionaire and billionaire coming to Singapore to invest. So we might come out a conspicuous consumptions again, or is it going to marginalize like, okay, we are the rich class, we only go for posh restaurant, only go to Orchard to buy expensive goods and services. Where else, like Heartland Mall, Arena like Ang Mo Kio Hub, or Woodlands, Causeway Point, North Point, or Jurong Point, or even Tampines Mall. It's like for those lower income people. That's why it's called marginal. Or like uniform. You see, like those international schools, the way they dress, they have their uniform or their home clothes. And a certain school, when they wear your uniform, they portray the image of their.
So what about homeschool? Why uniform?
By the way, sorry, this is live recording. I abhor and I do not accept homeschool. Seriously, unless you are saying like you stay in United States or Australia, when going school is a hassle. But now with Zoom, I think, I don't know, sorry.
If you're in the US, you should just homeschool. Go school, get shot. GG.
Get shot.
Yes.
Or you will not get
Welcome
shot.
to the US.
Yes. My uncle, I just visited my uncle this morning. He just came from New Zealand, and I was setting up a camera for him in here in Singapore. So he was telling me NZ, okay, even the what do you call, the crime rates and the security and the peacefulness in there cannot compare to Singapore here, and the racism there is a difference from here. So he still thinks Singapore is still good. But of course, New Zealand got their own goods. It's like the weather, the stress level is not so stressful. All right, even my cousin, 3+ can knock off from work already and go and fetch the son. You do that in Singapore, your boss will tell, Hale, you got 4 o'clock meeting. You think what? You can happy leave the company and go and fetch your son. You cannot ask your helper to fetch. Then you say, helper? In New Zealand, to employ a helper, which is a maid, is very expensive. There's no such thing as helper in New Zealand. And then there are some of the people there really don't like to work. And do you know imagine you do part-time in New Zealand, you're working part-time there. Let's say you earn $1,000, you'll be taxed 19%.
What's the meaning of that?
Tax, that means your tax you have to deduct $190. If you're earning $1,000, correct now?
Tax means minus off from the 100%. Oh, okay.
$1,000. But here in Singapore, you don't, right?
You don't, man? I'm
You
not
don't.
sure.
No, you need to contribute CPF to your own account. Well, you contribute to your account. So, Arina, do you still want to work there in New Zealand? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just feel a bit different. Okay, come. Let me see. Still got a bit more now. Oh yeah, we got a lot. Okay, so Hanling, can you finish number 3 for us?
Is body alterations like tattoo, piercing, and cosmetic surgery a discourse of empowerment and control over one's body? Or is it locked into the terms and reference of patriarchal ideology?
Patriarchal ideology. Oh, okay, yeah. Finish it. Hello. Oh, done already. So this is something like what we call this patriarchal ideologies is something like what you mentioned. If you Google it, you say that it's a social structures and legitimating ideology in which men have more power and privilege than women. So, Gerald, Tian Yu, and Hanling is called MCP, male chauvinist pig. Okay, in Chinese, we call 大男人主义. That means the male will dominate, the woman will stand one side. No. As you know, fashions like tattoo. The Maori people put tattoo, there's a reason, right? True, right? There is their culture, there's a value. And as a Christian, by right, as a Christian, we are not supposed to put any tattoo on our body. It's against the religions. But I'm so sorry to say that, but not truly. I got a few friends, Uncle Raymond, they are Christian, no? They put tattoo on their body. So what does that mean? So are they out of the church or are they out of their Christian values? Sadly to say, by right, they are supposed to. But now with the modern society, it's different. Same as Arina, you agree, right? Muslim also cannot have tattoo, right? Right? Even if it's a body is given by God, right? They preserve. You see, so how can you say the Muslim and the Christian are not good friends? They are, in fact, we have the same mentality, we have the same thinking, correct? Now, we also want to preserve. But who give the ideas of tattoo? It's not the Maui, It's not the tribe people. It's a Western. Agree or not, Arina? It's the Western who transform, who brainwash us that the tattoo is fashion. True or not? But we as a Muslim, as a Christian, or even Buddhism, we don't tattoo for no reason. Correct? The Buddhism, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not good at that, or Taoism. We are not supposed to tattoo unless we tattoo for certain reason. You know, in Thailand, the Buddhism, they tattoo on their body is because they got strips of the Buddhist chanting, like to prevent them from being attacked by those devil or evil spirits. That's a different things, right? But nowadays, Arina, you see those the Malays and the Chinese, or even the Indians, you are not mistaken, Hindus, I have to check, also may not allowed to have tattoo. They have tattoo in such a way that become a fashion, right? True enough. It's not a culture already. It's just like they feel good. They want to be part of the belongings of the group. Now, some of you after watching this video say, Uncle Raymond, you are very lame. You are backdated, you're old fashioned. Okay, this is the new trend. I'm so sorry. That's why we say, is culture taking over the fashions, or is the fashions taking over the cultures? Now you get it, Arina? So this is a good debate. My stand is that it's a no-no. All right, you might say I'm very conservative, but another way of saying, that's where the OVR come in already, okay? Okay, I say I don't like tattoo, right? Because of religion, right? Honey, right? But the OVR comes in with the rebuttal is that it is sometimes
Can be for other purposes.
I was about to say that it can be the tattoo comes in to walk off evil. Do not some walk off evil. Of course, you don't put a Pokemon and say that you walk off.
Wait, there's an issue with this OVR. It's that the standing point should be that tattoos are bad. So after you give the opposing view, you should still state why those tattoos may cause inconvenience to the person having the tattoos.
You can say that, but my argument will not put in this way. My argument will say that because they put in its side, because it's part of the religion rituals. The ritual 就是那个传统ritual, that means you have to go through the process. Sorry, Hanling, maybe you're too young, you may not know. Some of them, they have the tattoo to put on their shirts or whatever it is, or even they chop. It's a part of puzzle of the Buddhist and Taoism. Okay, or even Christian, we don't do that. Okay, but Taoism, they do have certain way of doing things that is to walk off the evil. That's what the belief. Now you see, remember a few paragraphs, Kenny was talking about, or was it you talking about belief, right? Remember, Arina, it's a belief. So Arina, are you there? Arina, you frozen already. Arina. Okay, frozen, confirm. Arina, oh, you're there. So Arina, okay. So I'm not sure. Maybe you can enlighten us. Does Muslim, or no, one more time. Does Islam, not Muslim, Islam is more a religion. Does Islam allow the Muslim to have tattoo? Based on your knowledge, don't worry, just based on your knowledge. Do you think it's supposed to? Can you hear what I'm saying, Arina? Are you there, Arina? No. Okay, so I gotta move on. Can you hear me? Arina, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, can.
Also, answer the questions. You know what my question is, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go on to when Arina is back. Okay, come. Arina, are you able to answer the question before I move on? Your Wi-Fi seems quite bad. Yeah.
I cannot hear.
I'm saying that does Islam allow Muslim to have tattoo?
I cannot hear.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, they don't allow.
Okay, they don't allow.
They don't allow tattoo.
At all, is it? Not even for special reason. Not even for special reason. They not allowed, right?
Okay.
Seriously, I think you lock off and lock in again, can?
Like, you got some stuff to that
Hanling,
use for
Hanling, I think Hanling, Tianyu, and Gerald, right? You agree, right? We can't hear what she say, right? Gerald can hear or not? No.
It's a bit muffled, but I can hear.
Muffled, no, only muffled. I really cannot. Totally, I cannot. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so sorry, move on. Gerald, no. Tianyu.
Okay. Do I read?
Yes.
Okay. Fashion and culture and stratification. Trickle down theory or conspicuous
Conspicuous
consumption theory regard differentiation and stratification as essential preconditions of fashion. Simmels and Smelser and Bleumer regard fashion as an expression of collective behavior. Trickle-down effect of phenomenon occurs phenomenon occurs when the lower social class adopt a fashion culture. When fashion culture trickles down and are no longer exclusive, it will no longer be desirable to the higher social classes.
So you see, Hanling, we can use the tattoo now for the time being to discuss. So we go to OVR. So some people put the tattoo on. Do you think most of them will regret after that? Yes, Hanling. Do you think they will regret? I can't hear you. Gerald, do you think you will regret? I can't hear you, Hanling, seriously. I really can't hear you again. I seriously can't hear you. I seriously.
Well,
now better. Okay.
okay. It depends on what's the first reason they put on the tattoo. And I know what circumstance they were at when they put the tattoo on. Okay, well, let's raise an example. Okay, this guy comes out of NS. He just came out of NS. He's going to like do his degree and get a job. Okay, and he puts on a tattoo. Firstly, that's gonna be a bit troublesome for him because having tattoos may or may not affect like the way others see you. It may or may not affect like the job application, your this or that. It's gonna affect a lot of things. But okay, let's raise another example. You know, like 40 plus, you already have a stable job. You already have like a pretty decent life, and you put on a tattoo. It'll still affect the way other people see you, but it won't affect the people who will determine your future, like how they see you, because your future is already pretty much laid out in front of you. Okay, let's just say fx is the function of okay. No.
The signs max, I know fx. Okay, yeah. Let's say okay, just like say example assumptions, right? Gerald, do you think it's good now? Okay, Arena say
No,
that
we could draw a graph, okay? Like the x will represent the y will represent the time you get the tattoo, and the x will represent how much impact you have on your life, and it will be a decreasing graph.
Along the way, your life, the tattoo, if let's say this guy, the first love was Marianne. But after he broke up with Marianne, the tattoo on the shoulder or on the arms showed I love Marianne. But now he broke up with Marianne. Now the wife is Mary, or Mary, maybe Michelle. So would he regret by putting the tattoo Marianne on the shoulder, and how he's going to erase off? You know, to put a tattoo on your shoulder, you know, it's not easy. So it's just the same thing. Do you know, Gerald, Tianyu and Hanling, do you know tattoo 30 years ago or 40 years ago, tattoo in Singapore is got to do with gangster? Gerald? You're right. So when they are 40 years ago, their trend and fashion is once you have tattoo in your body, means you are a gangster. But now it seems to be a fashion. It's like part and parcel, it's very common. So Arina, you there? Yeah, just now you say, like, correct me if Muslim, Islam doesn't allow Muslim to have any tattoo, regardless of what kind of circumstances, right? Right? Okay, what if someone's put a tattoo? Do they be thrown out of the Islam and become a non-Muslim?
The only thing that I know is that if a non-Muslim has tattoos, but then he or she wants to like convert to Muslim, right? And he or she got tattoos on the
No,
person.
so if he or she is not a non-Muslim, convert to Muslim. So is he allowed to become a Muslim with a tattoo?
Can.
With a tattoo?
Yeah, can.
Then what if I'm a Muslim now? Then I have a tattoo. So how will I be thrown out of the Muslim? Islam?
Actually, you don't call it like thrown out lah. It's just like God don't love you as much as the other people who doesn't have tattoos.
That means it's sorry, that means very sensitive. That means it's got to do our value, tradition, and culture already. Right? That means whatever we read we are reading in the Quran and reading in the Bible or reading in the Buddhist script, it's not flowing exactly. True now, Arina. We are away from the gods and away from the Quran and Bible already. No? That means more and more people are taking advantage of this Quran and Bible. And say, oh, never mind lah. Even if this it's just like you don't love me more, right? So never mind. Now I have a tattoo. Maybe I will do more good things, help more people, tell lesser lies. I don't know. Maybe Arina, I'm very conservative. Once you have a tattoo or even something, you already it's an offense. I think recently got this guy, an influencer, right? Was it Dash something? He was jailed in Singapore.
Dikosh or something.
Dikosh, yes.
Yeah, he was jailed for like grooming and then he got
What is
released
the reason
recently.
in jail? Is it because of to do with sexual
No, he groomed young kids,
Wow,
young
sexual
boys.
grooming lah.
Yeah, grooming
I
It's the same thing, sure.
I cannot, sorry, I cannot. You say, well, give him a second chance, everyone a second chance in the YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, they're saying that. I cannot, no. Especially this type of thing. If you say you go to 7-Eleven and steal something out Arena because their family is poor, to steal something for the family to eat. Okay, that one, Han Ling and Gerald understand, because you steal some things for your family to eat because they are hungry. But if this kind of sexual things, I cannot accept it. I will not give that person a second chance. No way. Okay, that's me. I'm very harsh on that. The same thing with tattoo. If you have a religion, please follow strictly to the religions. There's no something like ban a bit. Then if you see, Arena, if the Muslim is Islam ban a bit, the Christian also ban a bit, the Buddhist ban a bit, it become what? All the thousands of years that we have been praying to God now. Very frustrating, correct now? True now. Okay, so we need to uphold. I know. All this is because of the bad influence. In my opinion, it's a bad influence of Western cultures. That's what I think. Okay, you can say no, I don't agree. That's where your OVR comes in, honey. All right. Thank you. Continue for that explanation here. Yes. So fashion culture is a trickles down to no matter where you are, you'll be there. So it's very sensitive, Arena. So it's like maybe you can use this to discuss with your daddy, mommy. Now is a good time, Hari Raya. So we have the bonding and discussions. So whatever it is, once you put a tattoo on your body, I feel that you will regret. Most of the time, not 100%, most of the time. Why is it necessary putting tattoo on your body? I feel from my personal point of view is that person who put tattoo on the body have no confidence, have no self-confidence. That's why you need the tattoo to boost up his confidence. But there are some people who put the tattoo because of religious reason. That is fine. I will not go against that. But if there's no religion supporting the tattoo, I don't agree with that statement that because of never mind, God will love me lesser. God will not love anyone lesser by right. Agree, Arena? Right? It's just like you have 3 brothers and do you think your parents will love you more or love your brother more? No, right? Right? Even no matter how, okay, Arena, sometimes you will do something wrong, right? Your daddy and mommy will not say, I will not love you more, correct, Arena? Right? He will still love you. You will not say love you less. In fact, they will even spend more time to help you. So who knows? Maybe we are not God, we can't tell. But my own personal opinion, because of this fashion trend, take note, it's going to erode and eradicate and extinguish the culture. That's why we have to do something. Ready? Next one. That's the one we are talking about here. Gerald, this is the one we want to discuss. Let's go. The next 3 paragraphs, all yours, Gerald.
Fashion culture theories like Davies point out that not only do fashions fail to trickle down, but often the inspiration for new fashions start from the street.
Exactly, that's the thing I don't like. You see, not you, not saying you are reading, I'm talking about this one. You say sometimes it's a street like break dance, like K-pop, all these. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind, carry on.
Fashion culture theories like Crane argue that consumer society replaces class with lifestyle groups.
Exactly, you see, Arena? Peer pressure. You know, it's peer pressure, right? Peer pressures. Hey, why you don't have, hey, you want to join our group, right? Then you must have tattoo, ma? Hey, hello, it sounds like become gangster really. You become a secret society, you become like a cult. Okay, let's go.
Fashion culture theories like Perry Bourdieu and Jean Baudrillard see society.
I tell you, I'm very poor in pronouncing this kind of French European names. I'm so sorry. See social hierarchy.
Social hierarchy reflected in subtle practices of education and consumption that underlie apparent social change.
Last time when we have tattoo 40 years ago or 50 years ago, it's because most of them are uneducated, untrained, I'm not saying uncivilized, unwell, unmannered, ill-mannered. That's why they put tattoo to show off they are powerful and strong and affluence and got the authority. But nowadays, people put tattoo in trains, in buses, in all on the street. It become not just a fashion, but they are carrying a message to say that no, even the very well educated also have tattoo. So Han Ling, you are saying that the guys who have NS go for interview, then there's tattoo, right? Of course, you know there's some until so exaggerating, Gerald. Can you, Arena and Han Ling, it's so exaggerating until they tattoo on their face. That one is, oh, I don't know how, man. So Han Ling, what happens if this guy is tattooed on the ass? Nobody will know what.
No, see, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
I mean, it's on the ass or even at the back when you wear the shirt, unless it goes swimming, that's a different things. Okay, right. So that is
okay. Why not we propose a solution to solve this? Just don't get a tattoo. It's
exactly
not that hard.
That's why. But it cannot. Do you know what, Han Ling? One of my ex-student now, he's a tattooist. He do tattoo. Seriously, he's a very good student of mine. Seriously, he's a very good boy. Okay, you see, but he's making a living out of it. Seriously. By the way, my son and my daughters also have tattoo. They are adults. So I don't know. Should I against them? Should I disown them? Right, Arena, you say, should I disown them just because of tattoo? And we are Christian, we are Catholic. So how? Does it make them a bad Christian? Just the same like the Muslim who have tattoo, does it make them have a bad Muslim of Islam? So it's very, very confusing, Arena, you see. Sometimes, you know, some people who have no tattoo are more bad than those people with tattoo. You realize that? Agree? I think you came across this kind of people, right? So how? So this is a 21st century world, man, my dear children. Now I heard now US currency is going to be sayonara, right? China and others are going to trade their own currency. Things have changed. Back to you. Thank you, Gerald. Now you understand whatever I say is what the 3 paragraph as our dear friend Gerald has read. So now with more details. Back to you, Han Ling.
Clothing art, the visual culture of fashion, 1600s to 1914, by Aline Rivero. Artists have documented the ever-evolving trends in fashion, popularized certain styles of dress, and at times even designed fashions.
So from 1600, they already have an evolving trends in fashion. Take note of this word. Thank you. Next one. Honey, Corey, continue, sorry.
The Fabric of Cultures, Fashion, Identity, and Globalization by Eugenia Policili, Hensel Clark. The Fabric of Cultures examines the impact of fashion as a manufacturing industry and a culture industry that shapes the identities of nations and cities in a cross-cultural perspective within a global framework.
Cross-culture, write down this word, cross-culture, where their fabrics come into place that they start to use it. That means cross-culture, which is something the word called hybrid lah. So they allow them to cross-culture to make these fashions, this trend, this culture that can looks, there are people who true, right? They are cross-culture. The Malay married to Chinese, the Chinese Malay married to Indian, the Indian married to a Malay, or even Caucasians, or even the blacks. So you see, so how are we going to do? Especially I have friends and relatives. Some of them are Muslims, some of them are Chinese. So during Chinese New Year, the other spouse who are Malay, they will dress in Chinese costume. During Hari Raya, the other spouse will dress the songkok and the Malay costume, something like that. Okay, thank you, Arina. These two, let's go.
Which one?
The emergence of teenage girls' culture. That is yours.
Images of teenage girls in poodle skirts dominated American popular culture on the 1950s. But as Kenny's Crumb shows, teenage girls were swooning over pop idols, using their allowances to buy the latest fashions well beforehand.
Yes, very true.
Beyond the theatricality of fashion or its forms, other seductive issues that come with dress.
Seductive issues.
Seductive issues that come with dress in its fascination effect, including the vanities and the deceits of appearance.
So you see, you can see from these two paragraphs that Arina has read just now, it's like we cannot avoid, we cannot take it for granted, so we cannot even escape that. You see, the teenagers from many generations change to that. Be it fashions, be it whether you're wearing too long or whether you're wearing certain bikinis or certain winter clothing or certain autumn clothing, whatever, right? The weather or the fashions. Here, what you mentioned, that's Rue Herbert's talk about the theoretically fashions, theoretically fashions, that is like you cannot resist the temptation that sometimes you want to buy these clothes because it's very trendy, it's very nice. Something is very extraordinary. I cannot take it again. Like nowadays, the teenagers or even the ladies in Singapore, the way they dress is really, oh my goodness. Like just now I was having Arina, I was having dinner before I start my lesson in North Point with my wife and my son. I saw a mother who dressed, I tell you seriously, I was telling my wife, oh my God, if she just came out from the beach, not the BITCH, Hanley, from the beach, wearing that kind of clothing. It's like walking in the North Point, okay, with this kind of dressing, and then with the young kids around, and then what are your message going to pass around? Then people say, Uncle Raymond, don't be old-fashioned. No, I'm so sorry. We are not Westerner. I'm so sorry. We are Asians. That is me. That is me. We need to preserve it. Yes, you want to wear until night to show off your bodies or whatever, fine. But please do dress decently. And really now, I'm sorry, not because you are here, even you're not here, I will tell the three guys. That's why you see the Muslim, the way they dress, very nice and good. Very appropriately, not inappropriately. But Arina, I'm so sorry. You realize some of the Muslim now, the Malay girls, the way they dress, oh my goodness, it's like, oh, seriously. I feel it, that the Western is slowly and surely and definitely going to eat up. That's where the cultures, the 1920 to 45, in fact, will be more. So next time, you guys as the parents, will you allow your daughter to dress like what it is now? I don't know. A bit saddened now. Okay, I know I will get attacked by people to say I'm very old-fashioned. You are outdated. Uncle Raymond, it's not the way. There is all certain things that to follow. Okay, nothing wrong to dress that kind of clothes to show up. But then you see, who is Taylor Swift, right? Was it Taylor Swift and Rihanna, right? Those singers, the way they dress during the Academy Awards and Grammy Awards is, I don't want to talk about it. I give up. Can you, your turn? Let's talk about from the catwalk here.
All right, from the catwalk to the shopping mall, from the big screen to the art museum, fashion plays an incredible central role in
Increasingly.
plays an increasingly oh my okay
It's okay. But I
plays
like
an
the word
increasingly
incredible also not bad. Incredible also not bad. Okay, go.
Huh? Oh, incredible. I said incredible. Oh,
Yes.
never mind. Must okay. Plays an increasingly central role in contemporary culture. Fashion culture investigates why we are so fascinated by fashion and the associated spheres of photography, magazines, television, and shopping.
You realize last time now because of internet, 20 years ago when internet is not so powerful, there are people still selling those fashion magazines.
I
Um,
agree.
in
And now
China-
it's all just online.
Yeah, if you ask your mommy, daddy, Gerald, Kenny and Hanling, you ask your mommy, they will know this magazine called 姐妹, sister. They call the sister. In Chinese, it's called 姐妹. They are so popular at that time where everyone, if you watch the Tiam Tiams era, they will have this kind of magazines for ladies. It's a part of fashions and trends and the latest happening inside. Of course, you can practice and learn some Chinese with there. But nevertheless, now you see with magazines like these are what project runways in American, and then these are the Ruba, what is that one? The one who the guys who dress like girls. What is that one? What is that shows? When all the guys really dress like girl, but in a very fashionable way. I can't remember the names of the show.
What? Is this such a thing? I don't know about this.
Yes. Some of my students will know. It's really a guys really dress like women, and they make up like women. They put their boobs, they dress and dance, and which is you might think they are gay. No, I think I respect them. After initially, I'm very anti them. But after watching a few episodes, some of them their background are very poor thing. They use that now to showcase their talents. But of course, in terms of religions, Arena, you and I will look at it. Oh my goodness, it's not a do things. But let's be honest, they never go and cheat. They never kill. They never rob. They never scam people. They use their body, their acting skills to earn fame. Nothing wrong, right? You know, in Thailand they got this aqua show, right? You know, the gays, they call the what boy? What is that boy called? Okay, never mind. You see, they come from very run-down family, broken families. Okay, so let's go. Can you?
Okay. A Matter of Taste, How Names, Fashion and Culture Change by Stanley Leveson. Social scientists have been long interested in the question of how notions of taste and fashion culture change over time. Do aesthetic judgments reflect external forces such as policies, class
Such as
stratification?
policies, not policies.
Policies. Oh, shoot, my bad. Policies, class stratification, or commercial advertising, or are these judgments informed by largely subjective factors that are difficult to pin down in scientific terms?
Exactly. See, Arena, we are arguing here and there whether is it good or not. In terms of scientific, in terms of religions, in terms of what? In terms of morale, in terms of education, in terms of fashions, are we wrong to say that they are having tattoo? Are we wrong to say the man must dress like woman or woman dress like man? Or are they the LGBT? You know, in Islam and Christianity, we are anti-LGBT, right? Right. Remember recently the Qatar football, they don't allow the captain to put on the LGBT supporting LGBT band because we have to respect the way they are. And because of that, the Westerner were making a big noise, saying, wow, why you all like that? All these things. You see, I just realized I'm getting very sick and tired of it. You are involving other people's religions when you have no respect. If you want people to respect you, please respect people's religions. Right? Unless it's so extreme that you're very sexist or anti certain religions and race. Yes, I will agree with you. But is it anti-LGBT? It's just a way, that's why our mind must be very huge and big enough of space to put a lot of ideas inside. If you are against it, fine. That is your choice. But if I don't against it, that is my choice. But then is it where who is right or wrong? It's very subjective and objective in terms of talking about it. Okay. Very argumentative. Okay, so thank you so much. So next one here. I forgot to put your name here. So Arena, okay, now your job now is whatever the word just now you have right just now. Okay, please use it now, clothes and culture. You can use those sentences that this one here, all this here, the words that you have, and the 3 words that you have here selected, or more 3 words here. I want you to spend for the next 10 minutes to give me your 2 cents worth of thoughts. How can clothes represent cultures? So you can use those words like, for example, in addition to, however, moreover, as a matter of fact, okay, because of, since, for example, one instance, all these words, as soon as, culture is whatever words you have selected just now, please put in place here. And when you do that, please so-called bracket the words. So I know because we can't highlight in Zoom, right? So please bracket the words and put it here now. I go to the restroom for, excuse me, for a while. So your job now, how can clothes represent culture? There will be an essay shown next. So I want you to do now, okay? Thanks. Can you bracket the words that you have chosen in the just now that one? Because I don't know which one you have chosen. You can
oh wait, we are meant to use what we chose earlier to write it.
yeah, those words, ma, you never pay attention.
All the words.
No, the words that you selected, ma.
Yeah, like all the words that we selected
Sure, that is-
earlier.
Yes, you are supposed to put it inside here.
That is a very big challenge.
Yeah, correct, no? I know. Correct.
Sure, that's not possible.
Possible. Don't tell me not possible, my dear. Can be done. It's Hanling, it's Tianyu, it's Gerald, and it's Arena. Can. So you see, you are already done already. Tianyu. Culture is the ideas, customs, and right, this right. So you just add whatever word, you just put it inside. Get it, Tianyu?
Okay.
Ah, very easy, right? Oh, Gerald, okay, Gerald? Can I? Thank you, sir.
Wait, all the 12 words we picked earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
As many
my.
as you can. As many as you can. You are right. Can you and Honey?
So I fit the 12 words into one sentence.
No, not into one sentence, my dear. It's ridiculous.
I
Into
was
like
trying to fit it into one sentence.
no, into one mini paragraph of 5 to 6, 7 sentences.
Oh, okay.
No, how can be all the 12 words fixed into one sentence? Can, but a bit difficult, right? Because there may some word not possible, but now you have the 12 bullets to fix it into one paragraph, say maybe 8 sentences. Maybe, okay, put it this way, 80 words to practice your summary writing skills, 80 words. Get it up? So use the 12 words to help you in your summary skill. At the same time, this one. Okay? Okay?
Still in the midst of writing, though.
Hey, Gerald, you received my WhatsApp just now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So enjoy the shopping when these 3 months, anytime you go to the 2 places. Okay.
Wait, Tian, I lost everything. I need you to resend the stuff I sent to you back to me.
How?
Just copy paste it.
No, I mean I said like, how do you lose everything? That's what I meant, bro.
I meeting by accident.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Everything. Okay, can wait. Give me a while. Oh wait. Send it. I think that's everything you check. Is it? I think I just you send it in two page, but I just send it all in back. I send it all
Yeah,
back in one.
send more.
I send it all in back in one. So yeah, it's all back in one.
Sure. Where do you send it?
I sent it to you, did I?
You didn't.
I did. What's that?
Oh, wait, there's two of me. There's two of me in the meeting.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Send it to the other one.
I sent both.
Thanks.
What happened to you, bro?
Yeah, lor.
Left the meeting.
Bro had to clone himself. Animal cloning.
Emil Colony. Okay. You bracket it, my dear.
Wait. Wait. I'll try to send in. I'll try to send in two different ones. It's two of them.
I just put it here first, in case you accidentally lost it.
First one. First one. That's the one I sent you just now is the first one. This is the second one.
So long. So which one?
No. The message I sent. It's two shorter ones, right? It's two shorter messages. We just use those to cancel all of the ones above.
Oh,
It's
okay.
I send you it's just that thing the two.
Okay, got you. So I just delete this one. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. This two.
Yes.
But sorry, yes, but hello, brother. You need to bracket which word you are using those magic words and the 112 words that you're supposed to use, like consequence.
Oh, I can't find them all again. I already said I my chat got clear. I just left the meeting.
This one. Remember this one here? This one, all this.
Yeah, but I can't find all the words again. I can't remember all of them. I can't search for them one by one.
Wait, HR, wait, I sent it.
Oh, you did write on a piece of paper, Hale. Where are you? Okay, Arina, can you start typing now? And send it to
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got another few more minutes, then we end it. So I know tomorrow is a good long holiday.
I go pee.
Okay. How, Gerald?
Sure, I still doing because all the words I selected are very hard to use.
Okay, so now you know. Okay, never mind, I understand. Okay. Okay. I will help you to put it in later, okay? Don't worry. I'll just put it here first. Thank you, honey. Okay, we'll wait for Joero and Arena, and then we'll call it a day, okay? As I'm going to have my duty tomorrow morning, so I need to go and prepare. Wow, but you didn't bracket. How do I know which one you use, my dear? Yeah.
I send you again separately.
Can.
I'm copy and paste it
Here, then I'll
from the
put the
thing.
words here. I'll put it here, then I'll put the words here, okay?
You just put the words underneath.
Later, never mind. I just put it here first. It's okay. I just want you that few minutes to test out your brain, Arena, just to test out your brain to type. So you can see, Arena, these three guys has been being tortured by Uncle Raymond for the past few months to torture them to write. Well, a few minutes to write this. Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Hanling. Can you confirm yours is like that, huh?
Wait, I changed some stuff, like not much, like not very obvious, but I'm also bracketing up.
You're sending to me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Arena?
We are almost done.
Okay.
I didn't really change mine much, not much.
Yeah, I will just replace this now, huh? Correct, huh? Agree? Right, Daniel. Right there, huh? Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll wait for Arena and call it a day. I will just tidy up later on. So I'm waiting for you, Gerald, for your measurements. Have you sent it?
Yeah. I'm rereading the thing I'm finding.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay,
Sure,
got it. Thanks.
I think I lack a few words.
你再去找啦，不用紧，you go and find again, 好。So don't stress, no
But
never
like
mind.
I didn't put in some of the words.
I will look through it lah. Don't worry. If I can find, I'll put it in. I will highlight it. I will use it for next week lesson.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Arena out already. Oh, you're back. Are you done, Arena? Just send whatever you have to me now. If you cannot complete it, it's okay. Just send whatever to me. Okay, there's the homework is the same. If you want to fine tune it and write even longer. Now you don't need to on the mic, you just send it to me, type it inside in the Zoom chat, type it now and send it to me. Okay, if not, then you can send it to me WhatsApp, then later I paste it. I will call it.
Mr. Raymond, I lost whatever I wrote.
Huh?
I lost it. Whatever I wrote.
How come?
Like I went out of the Zoom, right?
Oh.
Then like the chat.
Okay, then you have to retype later and send to me to WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
Then I can paste it. I will wait for you. I will send it to next lesson. Okay, stop sharing. Never mind. You type, so you hand it before 10 o'clock. So I will just stop.